Alrighty, we got another vintage cube here, and we've got the one and only ring. I like it. So this is the powered cube, of course, and has changes from Edge of Eternities. Not that there's like a ton, and most of them are not going to stick, but you know, every set brings its own little bit of spice, and some of them are going to stick longer than others. In any case, I'm easily going to take the one ring here. It's colorless. It's comparable. I think it's a little better in power level than like Sneak or Barrogoyf, and it's colorless and requires nothing of you, though Barrogoyf also requires very little. It's just a good card. I think those are the three best cards alongside maybe Containment Priest, Lose Focus, Borrower, Freebooter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I kind of think those are what's going to get taken, and maybe like Sentinel or Bob is the last one. So like decent chance I get Talisman or Ren in 6 back. But yeah, we'll take the One Ring. Oh, Mitchell's Workshop. No, Mox Sapphire. Yes. All right, well, we'll take a Mox Sapphire. Daxers must have opened 2 good pieces of power because Sapphire is one of the better ones. Take Sapphire, sadly past Workshop, and let's see. Yeah, I don't think it'll come back, but it's okay. We'll take a Mox Sapphire anyways. And, you know, I'm thinking I might try taking Manifold Key. So here's the thing. Manifold Key One Ring is really strong. Manifold Key, I think, is going to be a stronger spec than taking No More Lies or Prismatic Vista. And I'm not going to take Nod or Bitter Triumph here. All right, Manifold Key it is. Maybe Wheel Candelabra? It could happen, you know. It's very possible. Also, I like being set up for Time Vault if I were to open such a thing. And we've got, Observe Stasis. That card I think has to go, sadly. I took a shot. I like trying, different stuff, but Observe Stasis is not getting there. This pack is just not that exciting. I mean, Flame Tongue, Aragorn, Flage, some decent like red-white Jeskai stuff, Prismatic Ending. There's a World Spine for that Sneak. There's an Abrade and a Talisman. I think I might just take Talisman. Talismans are good. Accelerating to One Ring is great. Blue-Red Talisman is one of the better ones. Nah, I don't mind it. And then here, there's a Life, Death, and a Thalia. There's also an Underground Sea. Might just Soul Guide. There's also Coalition Relic. If I knew Workshop was coming back, I actually would just take Coalition Relic. But I think I'd rather just take Soul Guide to start with. I really like having access to this. It just makes you a lot stronger against Reanimate decks or like Underworld Breach decks, Yawgmoth's Will decks at pretty low cost. I mean, it's a cantrip. It also can just randomly be nice against like Delirium sometimes. Just there's a lot of various uses that Soul Guide has while also being a cantripping cheap artifact. Now, Coveted Jewel, it's time. Passing 5 white cards, that's fine by me. And I would kill for that Workshop back. I don't think it's going to happen, sadly. Extinguisher Battleship's an interesting one. 8 mana, 10/10 flying trample. If you crew it for 5, it blows up a non-creature permanent, deals 4 to each creature. Maybe if it comes back, I'll take it for like Tinker purposes, but don't think that's too likely. All right, so Grim Monolith, Mana Vault. These are the kind of cards we're looking for. I'm not even going to say the land whose name must not be uttered because I don't want to jinx things, but I wouldn't mind that one either. And Time Vault, of course, with Manifold Key is a good setup. Here, I could spec on Salvagers. I could take Inti or Exhume. Black-Red Talisman's a little less good. You know what? Let's just spec on Salvagers. I've got a cantrip artifact. Makes LED live. And, of course, if I open Lotus. I haven't opened Lotus in a while. I was opening Lotus in a nice, like, 2 per week clip. And then 6 Lotuses later, the universe decided that was enough. I think I haven't actually added up, but I think if you looked at like the last 6 or 7 times I had Lotus, I think I 3-0'd every time, but maybe 1 or something, maybe twice I didn't 3-0, and those times I 2-1'd. I don't know. I feel like I threw it just about every time I had Lotus. Pick 1, pack 1, which I'm not saying that's some great feat. I'm just saying Lotus is a really good card. It just means you can snap up a Salvagers and kind of get rewarded. Well, Daxter didn't know I first picked the One Ring, so who knows what I get back here. I don't really like Wishclaw Talisman all that much. I could just take Chain Lightning or Fairy Mastermind. Maybe I just Chain Lightning. Cheap interaction is good. I've got a red Talisman. Seems fine. It's, I think, one of the best cards in the pack. Okay. Sentinel didn't get taken, but everything else kind of resolved that way. I'll just take the Talisman. That's fine. All right. Any Mitchell's Workshops? Come on, Daxers. You can hook me up. It's not going to happen. I'm not getting my hopes up, but it would be nice if it did, huh? Just with two big chunky artifacts and some decent 2-drops. Daxter's has a lot of packs stacked up. Maybe that pack was good enough. Just maybe. Unsurprising. I don't really want a blue-white talisman all that much. Suspicious Stowaway. I could take a Sika's Chariot. I have a green talisman. All right. I mean, this card I think can be decent. I will take a blue-white land here. I don't think I want these, though. Tireless Tracker actually is kind of an interesting artifact card too. Well, let's take Tireless Tracker. Maybe it will be green artifacts, you know? Oh, look, Sowing Mycospawn with these colorless talismans. Also, maybe there's a Tolarian Academy in our future. And then here, do I take Bristly Bill to put it in my deck, or do I hate Athalia? I don't think I need to hate Arena of Glory. I'll take the Bristly Bill. You know, you never know. And then here, I think Good King Mog's a little better than... Well, no, Luminarch's just better. Good King Mog would be better if I were to play it, but I don't think I'm that likely to do so. All right. Don't get too attached to these green cards. They were basically over nothing, so I'm not putting too much stock into them. Okay. And next pack here. Wouldn't mind studying at the Academy. Oh, baby. There's a Time Vault to go with that Manifold Key. Wow, taking Manifold Key worked like a charm. All right, well, slamming the Time Vault, passing a Psychic Frog, a Bolt, Daze, Consult the Star Charts, Alpha Deathclaw, yeah, some stuff. But we got Time Vault, so now we have Vault Key, so now we're really not that worried about playing those green cards. And then here, Urza, yeah, I'll take Urza over Hull Breacher here. Here, I'll take the green cards out for now. It's possible they might end up coming back, but especially if Breeding Pool comes back, but it's definitely just taking Urza here. Oof, first pick Time Vault, second pick Urza. This has been a nice little pack. I don't mind it. I really don't. And then here, there's a Pest Infestation. There's a Dak Faden. There's a Volcanic Island. There's a Tropical Island. Huh. I have a Blue-Red Talisman. I kind of want to just take Dak, because Dak is really annoying to play against. I mean, so is Pest Infestation, but I feel like red is a more likely splash color than green most of the time anyways. So I'll take Dak here. Gut is the best card here, but I don't really see Gut being good in this deck at all, so I'm not going to take it. What I think I will take, though, is I think I will take Ketria Triumph. Ketria Triumph is better than Mana Confluence here, I think. It just seems more likely that's going to work out. Oh, Pinnacle Emissary. So whenever you cast an artifact, make a 1/1 drone that can block flyers only. So, and it also has Warp for 1 mana. So do I want Steam Vents or do I want the Pinnacle Emissary? I kind of think I just want Pinnacle Emissary. Seems like this card, warping it into play, then playing a Talisman into a 1-drop sounds pretty sick. All right. And I want to try this new card. This I think is one of the more promising cards from Edge of Eternities. Though, obviously, maybe the Steam Vents was just better to take. I don't know. I don't think Pinnacle Emissary is necessarily going to wheel, though maybe it would. Let's see, if I took Steam Vents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, it's possible. Maybe I didn't get greedy enough. One cool thing about this, though, is you can also warp it for blue, and you don't even need red yet. Oh, I'll probably just take Miscalc here. I like Miscalc a lot. I think I like it more than Starting Town or Ragran Triumph. Just a little bit of counter magic always goes nicely. And then here, Late Breach. I'm not against it. I could also take Rumble. Rumble is nice, picking up 1 ring, Manifold Key, or Time Vault, but I feel like this Breach is just a nice little spec, because there's nothing, getting passed to by William Regal, Larry Davidio this direction. I don't think that there was more Breach pieces coming this way. I mean, maybe there are, who knows, but there's only one more pack for that. I haven't seen Brain Freeze or LED, and then in pack 3, they don't know that I have those things. And here, just take the Skydiver. I don't think I'm going to play Jace. Not a Treasure Cruise deck by any stretch. And Skydiver is pretty messed up against me. And then I kind of think this is a time to consult the star charts when you have Time Vault and Key. For 4 mana, you get to look at like the top 6 cards of your deck and pick 2, or just 2 mana, pick 1. There's also a Cult Epiphany, which is a good card for sure, but this actually looks like a spot for consulting the star charts because I have such a good combo to finish the game. So I don't know. That's interesting. We'll have to see how this turns out. See if that's what I want to end up doing. And I've got these green cards. The thing is, I don't have any land to get with Sowing Mycospawn because I don't have Workshop or Academy. Oh. I think I'll just take Thassa's Oracle here. I don't know. It's a really late Oracle. I don't need to hit a white card. That doesn't make sense. I could take Storm Chaser's Talent. This isn't a very good Storm Chaser's Talent deck. Let's just take the Oracle. Then here I'll just take Quasali Pride Mage because I don't want to play against that. I don't think I need Bloodbraid Challenger in my deck. And then here, I'll take Burst Lightning. Dig Through Time is good with Dak. But I just picked up Consult the Star Charts. Let's just take another burn spell. Seems like that's probably going to be better. All right, so I've got an Underworld Breach and a Thassa's Oracle that, could use a little backup here. I'll just hate the K command. I'll take Stomping Ground. I think there's a chance I do want to play green. And playing against Embrace Shieldbreaker, that's not the end of the world. The instant speed artifact removal is a lot more problematic. Oh, last pick Jar, sure. Wish I had that workshop. I'm probably not playing Jar, but you never know. Okay, so going to pack 3 here. Be nice to fill out these combos, but we're not really missing anything. We have our main combo already, and we'll take a demonic consultation. All right. Yeah, I mean, having Oracle Consult seems pretty great. I wish I took that Wishclaw in pack 1 now. Converter, Chromatic Star, Mana Leak. Oh, Enlightened Tutor has a good chance of wheeling if I want that. It feels like just having Oracle Consult in my deck is probably good. I'll have to pick up a little more fixing, but yeah, I don't know. That's a strong combination. Also, Consult, sometimes you can Consult for another combo piece and, hope it works out. And here there's an Opal, which is going to be busted here, and an LED to go with this Breach, and the Salvagers. When it rains, it gear pours, huh? I mean, I kind of feel like I should just take Opal here. It's also really sick with Pinnacle Emissary. I have 2 really good combos. Consult, Oracle, and Vault Key. Do I need to take LED to hope to get Brain Freeze? Or a Splash White for Salvagers with exactly Soul Guide? Though I could always pick something else up. I think I'm going to take Mox Opal here. I don't know. That's a pretty tough pick. Obviously, if I see Brain Freeze, I'll regret it a bit. There's Pyrite. Could have taken that too. I might still take Pyrite, though. EI is also really good. Iteration. Maybe I'd rather take that. I could also just take Blood Crypt. Blood Crypt might actually be the answer, just to make the deck a little more consistent. And then maybe if Kefka comes back, or Pyrite, or EI. All right, let's just do that. And then here, well, there's Frantic Search for Breach, but I don't really have a reason to do that. I think I'm just going to take Preordain and just try to assemble my combos. Giving up on the Breach Freeze Dream. I rarely do that, but I kind of feel like this was a spot to do so. And then here, is it Cryogen Relic time? When enters or leaves, draw a card. Sack it to tap something down or keep something tapped down for a turn as well. Or I could just Deluge, or I could Season Pyro, or I could Troll as a black-red fixer. I don't really want Jar too much. Kind of seems like Cryogen Relic is kind of nice here. I don't know. Though Zern Orb is also nice with Pinnacle Emissary and Mox Opal, though that'll probably come back. You know what? I'm just going to take the Deluge, actually. I'm gonna have black fixing. So, like here, I might just Watery Grove over Cogwork. Pick 6, yeah. And I think that's better than Planisphere. I'm not going to need to win the game via combat damage. It might happen with Urza sometimes, but for the most part, this is going to be a Vault Key combo or a Consult Oracle combo. I'm probably going to want Chain Lightning in the deck. I don't know about the Burst Lightning. We'll see about that. Okay, and here, Spellseeker gets Consult the Star Charts or Demonic Consultation. Not a PO deck. Not a Steel Cutter deck. Tainted Pact, I don't think I have enough duels. I think I'd rather Spellseeker. It also can pick up Preordain or Chain Lightning. Yeah, that's probably enough stuff is my guess. And then here, probably just want to hate Cathar Commando. I feel like I'm not going to play any of these other cards. Black-White Duel, not really going to move the needle here. And this is not a True Name Nemesis deck, that's for sure. So right now I do need a few more playables. So I guess I will have Burst Lightning in for the moment. And K-Command is a possibility. Oh, Chromatic Star came back. Way better Star deck than a VV deck at this point. I think that is not particularly close. We're playing 3 colors, low curve combo. Actually, I don't even know if I want this Coveted Jewel. Seems like that one might not do much. Oh, I like a Jace. I have 2 Moxes and 2 Talismans. I think I'll take Jace over Fresh Start. I also have a couple Bolts and whatnot. All right. This looks like a nice kind of like Grixis control, like artifacts, but Grixis control with a couple combos. Now we're at 18 lands plus the 2 Moxen, and Revoker came back. I think I want that. I could hate the Crater Maker, but I actually will play Revoker here. And here, I guess Birds is the best of these cards, I think. Oh, Enlightened Tutor didn't come back? Huh. Not that I was actually going to play it, but... And then here, I think I might actually play Zernan Orb. I'll pass a Haywire Might. Oh, do I want Elvish Spirit Guide? I don't think we're that desperate. I don't know. Zernan Orb is good with Opal, good with Urza, good with Pinnacle Emissary. Gains life for Toxic Deluge. I think Elvish Spirit Guide is better there. Or Eshki. Had a couple good decks with Eshki, but I think that one's on its way out too, sadly. All right, let's go build. Alrighty, let's build this. Look at that. I passed LED when I had Breach and Salvagers, but I actually think Mox Opal is going to be incredible in this deck. And I think I am going to play the Zernan Orb. It's looking like. Because right now, this is 16 lands plus Sapphire is 17, and then Opal. I mean, this seems pretty good. I could play a Thieving Skydiver or a K Command. Or a Memory Jar. Or a Coveted Jewel. These are some of my options. Let's see. I don't think I want to play any green cards either. So if I do this, I have 2 black cards, and I think I can get away with, let's see, we're going to go Tempest Lands again. I've been really loving Tempest Lands this year. So if I have 2 Swamps, I'll have 4, Opal's 5, Chromatic Star's 6 black sources. I mean, I honestly think I'll have pretty good mana, because let's see. 5 islands is 5, 6, 7, 8 blue plus Opal and double Talisman, and then that leaves room for 4 mountains, 5 mountains, and that's 5, 6, 7 red plus Opal is 8, Star is 9, Talisman is like 10. Okay, and that means I could play 1 more Swamp or 1 more Island if I needed to. 5, 6, 7. I mean, 8 blue plus Opal and double Talisman is probably good. K Command getting back Urza or Oracle can be kind of nice. Is there any chance I do want Jar? It'd be like over Revoker, but I think Revoker is kind of decent, and I can Pinnacle Emissary with Revoker. I don't know, just cheap artifacts are generally kind of nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 black sources plus Opal and Star. Yeah, let's just do 1 more black source. It feels like that'll be fine. All right. It's pretty good, I think. All right, my teammates have some nice ones. So Larry David's got Mox, Soul Ring, Tinker for Battleship and Blightsteel, Force Negation, Narset Twister. Has, unfortunately, my workshop in his sideboard. But also has kind of like Voice of Victory, Peacekeeper, Spellbinder, Hero Blade Hold. So it's a little bit split brain deck, but it's got some good power. I think it could do well. Jesse's got a nice one. Gleemox, just like a 4-color, no black deck with Nadu, Greaves, Stoneforge, Swords to Plowshares, Othari, Minskenboo, Undermountain, Palace Jailer. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff going on here. And Sven has a nice one too. Tainted Pact Jace with no non-basics, or no basics, just like 1 of each basic, so no way for Tainted Pact to miss. And Demonic Tutor with Zerda, Monolith, and other Monolith, using infinite mana for a giant Moloch, an Upheaval, a Pest Infestation. Yeah, we got some brews here, and let's get in there. All right, time for round 1. I'd like to play first. Well, this hand is great. I don't think I need to leave up Miscalc on turn 1. So I think I'm just going to go turn 1 Preordain. I'm going to bottom both. Well, Soul Guide Cycles? Does that do something for me? I would have it in play. Yeah, I guess that's actually fine. And let's just play the Watergrave. Our team has the Wasteland, so I'm going to eat my Preordain. Playing Watergrave isn't a big deal, and I think that's the land I would rather have in play. Okay. So, basically, yeah, let's fire off the Spellseeker. 1 more turn of no Miscalc up, but next turn I'll have it up. And I think I just want to consult the star charts here. I could get a bolt for that elf, but I have a consultant hand already. I just need to find Thassa's Oracle. All right. I mean, I would have miscalculated that, of course, had I had the mana up, but feels like I can go faster here, especially if I draw some good action. I'm going to play Star, and the reason I'm going to play Star is I think I'm going to cast Miscalc this turn. So I'm not going to kick this, and I'm not going to cast this just for one. Plus, waiting a turn lets me see more. Oh, geez. That's going to make miscalcing a little harder. So I can counter a 4-drop. All right. Well, if it ends up being that I don't get to cast miscalc this turn, that's actually going to be kind of a bummer. Exhume that thing. I mean, I guess I'll exile each opponent's graveyard. And I think that's all I do. All right. No plays. I'm at 14. I don't want to sack the Star. Let's just take my turn here. Oh, Chain Lightning is also fine here. Let's Chain Lightning. Let's just Chain Lightning the Ursine Monstrosity, actually. This will buy me a little bit of time. Pass the turn. And once again, the reason I don't want to sack Star is I need blue, blue, black for the Oracle combo. I don't currently have it. Obviously, if I sack it and drew a land, I'd be pretty happy. Oh, Luris. I can't miscalc the Luris. I guess maybe I'll just cycle miscalc now. It's not really looking... Oh, they can replay it with Luris if I block, so don't really want to do that. Okay, let's just cycle miscalc here. Okay, land... Revoker. I don't really need to play the Revoker. Let's just chill and cast a Star Charts with Kicker here. But I want to wait to see what I'm kind of up against. I think I chump Luris this turn. Doesn't seem like that goes too wrong. It's not like I really need creatures in play. Let's see. All right, they got something big. Am I going to regret cycling miscalc here? Nope. Cast with Kicker. Okay. Dak Faden and Burst Lightning, huh? Sure. Take those. I don't really need the island too much. Burst Lightning, the Luris. Let's go Revoker. Name Elvish Mystic. And actually sack this for... Hold on. Actually, I guess I have to sack it for red to cast Dak. I think I should have just sacked that first because I'm going to have the mana to cast everything. Well, let's play Dak. And I could steal the Ruby, but I just want to Dak myself here. I think I just discard these two. And I don't really need to play Key and Opal, so I'm just going to pass. The problem is if I steal Mox Ruby and then they have a removal spell, which seems pretty easy for them to have, then I just lose my Dak, and I don't really want that to happen. All right, I'm going to block here. I'm happy with that. And it didn't seem like they needed the mana either. Caustic Bronco, sure. All right, now Time Vault also wins the game. All right, let's draw 2 cards. Looking for Oracle or Time Vault. Okay. Kind of want to just discard Opal here. No, I'll discard Swamp, play Island, pass the turn here. All right. Caustic Bronco's going to pop here. 17 cards left. I also have Urza I could hit. Jace, I've got a lot of things I could hit here. Troll of Khazad-dûm, sure. Crew the Bronco. No cards in hand. All right. So I'm probably dead next turn. We'll see what gets turned up here. Oh, attacking Dak? No, attacking me. That's a good play, I think. I think attacking me is better here, but yeah. All right. Hit Dark Ritual. Okay, I thought it was going to be a duress or something. That'd be really annoying. All right. Let's go. Draw 2. Okay, well, I'm at 9, I guess. So here's the thing. I can cast this Pinnacle Emissary. I can block that. I'll go to 3, so they have to reveal a 3. All right. Basically, if they reveal a 3 cost card, well, no, that's not it actually. They need to not only, they have Dark Ritual in hand, so they need to draw a 3 power creature and reveal a 3 cost card for me to lose. So hopefully that's not the case. So Troll's attacking Dak, and then Bronco's attacking, flip Smuggler's Copter, sure. So I can't block the Troll, so I'll block the Bronco. Dak dies here, but at least I'm not dead next turn. And Smuggler's Copter I can block with these tokens. Okay, little action. Okay, well, there we go. That's probably pretty great. Make a token, play the 1 ring, draw a card. There we go, there we go. Thassa's Oracle. Okay, whew. If I lost this game, I was going to be pretty tilted. It was like all in lifetime pass holder. I just had like the last 9 cards in my deck were all action. Not literally every one, but I drew a lot of cards with Consultant Key in hand. Luckily, we ended up getting there. All right, well, the Soul Guide worked out nicely. Thieving Skydiver can steal Mox or Smuggler's Copter? All right. Is that better than Zurin Orb? I mean, I like the bolts. Revoker maybe not the best, and I don't think I want Jar. All right, I think I'll go with this. There's a chance I want K Command, but I don't think so. Let's see. I mean, I guess K Command does kill Luris, which is nice. Yeah, this hand looks fine. A little bit slow, but the Burst Lightning helps a lot with that. I can kill a turn 1 elf, then have turn 2 Preordain, and then we'll see what happens later. Or, in this case, turn 1 Preordain, and see if I find a Sapphire or something. Mountain is a pretty bad draw, so let's not draw more of those, huh? Another Mountain and a Soul Guide bottom. I'll put Soul Guide on top. I think that this card, against someone who has Exhume in their deck, seems like it's got to be fine. That explains the Luris, huh? Ursine Monstrosity. Okay. Well. Chain Lightning. Let's go. Then play Soul Guide. And I'm actually going to Soul Guide the Lotus because of Luris here. That way, if William Regal casts a Reanimate spell, I can crack Soul Guide. But otherwise, well, we don't have to worry about it. And then, do I want to crack this? Sheesh. Drawing the Chain Lightning was good, but other than that, drawing the lands hasn't been. I think I'll just leave the Soul Guide. I have a play next turn. Seems fine. They have Exhume in their deck. I don't know. Feels like a reasonable place to land here. Overgrown Tomb. Next turn, playing Urza and hoping it does something. Barrow Goyf. Okay. This is sorcery. So I guess I could Burst Lightning it and then sack Soul Guide. I'm not going to do that yet. Eesh, can I draw some action? At least that one cycles. I'll play Urza, because what I could do technically, though I don't think I'm probably going to take the risk, is I could block with Construct and then sack Soul Guide. No, that wouldn't even work because it would make it a... No, actually, Burst Lightning and sack Soul Guide doesn't even work either. So yeah, let's just take the hit here, and then next turn I can maybe Burst Lightning it with Kicker. See what they mill. Forest Leyline Binding. So it got bigger, but it is not picking anything up there. See if Urza dies this turn. William's got 3 cards in hand. Bitter Triumph. Okay, discarding a land. Draw. That's a good one. I like that one. All right. So if I Burst Lightning and then sack Soul Guide, there'll be sorcery, creature, artifact, instant. So that doesn't work. So I guess what I have to do is I can block with the Construct and then end of turn Burst Lightning it. I think that's what I'm going to do. And if things play out differently, I can always consult the star charts. This card's really good in this deck. Okay. No blocks. All right, well, I'll play this with kicker then. Pick up Toxic Deluge Deck Faden. Draw. Yeah, let's fire off the Deluge, I think. I'm at 18, so if I Deluge for 6, that should be sufficient. And then I can play Dak. Like it. And then draw 2, discard 2. Discard Talisman. I think I'm at 12. I'll just discard a Zerun Orb. And Ketria Triumph can cycle. That seems better. Though it's most likely I'm not even going to cycle the Ketria Triumph. I'm just going to discard it to Dak. I don't know. Okay. I mean, giving me an unrestricted Dak here, like it'd be hard to imagine losing this game. Let's just do this first because I already have cards I don't mind discarding. Well, and Skydiver can just discarded. I guess the Zerun Orb is good with One Ring, but I'm not currently that worried about dying to One Ring either. Chromatic Star. Let's play Watery Grave. Let's just pass. And then next turn, I'll take 1 off One Ring. I'll draw 2 with the One Ring. Then I'll crack Star probably. And at this point, I don't think I'm going to cycle Soul Guide because stopping myself from dying to random Shallow Grave or whatever seems pretty good. They're flooding out over there. But, I mean, I've drawn a lot of lands too. I've just drawn a lot of extra cards. Take 1. Draw 2. Not quite. Let's sack this for a blue. And then I think I'll Dak after that, is my guess. Okay, got a swamp. All right, draw 2 more. There's Time Vault. Let's discard Swamp and probably Spellseeker at this point. Jace. +2 on you. Top card is Shieldred. Yeah, I'll use Jace's ability. I don't actually want a Shieldred being drawn here. And then I'll play the Time Vault and pass the turn here. I think I'm going to win with Consult anyway. Feels like exposing Time Vault to removal there isn't that big of a deal. Sentinel of the Nameless City. Yeah, got it. That is acceptable. All right. Soul Guide revealing a Surrak Elusive Hunter. That's not going to get you out of this one, I don't think. All right. No, I'll not take the Time Vault turn. All right, I go to 9. It's pretty hard to miss here with how many cards I'm going to draw. Okay, so let's go Manifold Key. Untap Time Vault. And I also had Oracle to win. Boom. All right, time for round 2. Playing with my buddy, the RD here, Retired Devil. And he's got like a Sneak Through the Breach, Atroxa, Gristlebrand, Goryo's Vengeance, kind of like Grixis deck. It's got like some Magda, Headliner Scarlet stuff too. All right, I'll run this one. The Soul Guide is nice against Goryo's Vengeance. And see, look, Soul Guide, 2 matches in a row. Have some good utility. And then if I draw any cheap artifact, I can have an Opal and hopefully get a turn 3 One Ring out there. Be pretty happy about that if that were the case. All right. Let's draw. No, it's not a very good draw. Let's just play the Soul Guide. That way, if he goes like Fetch Raucous Theater, Surveil, Gristlebrand, I don't get immediately Goryo's Door. I guess Thundering Pulse. He does have Raucous Theater in his deck as well. And what I'm hoping is next turn I draw like a Talisman or a Zerun Orb. Oh, Inti getting binned. Interesting. Either already has a 2 or really needed a land. Oh, Zerun Orb. That's awesome. Zerun Orb is actually going to be really good here. I'm just going to go Zerun Orb One Ring here. Well, he does have Mana Leak in the deck, so I kind of feel like I'm supposed to just chill. The problem is I don't really have anything else going on here. And surveilling Inti and then playing nothing on turn 2 is pretty suspicious, to be honest. Abrade that. All right. I guess I'll draw a card. Okay, miscalc, interesting. Do I cycle that end of turn? I kind of think I'm just going to wait. If I draw, I was going to say island. Hey, this is brutal. All right. I'm just going to chill for another turn here. Drawing swamp and mountain is just absolutely the worst draws. Because an artifact turns on opal, which I could use to leave up miscalc. Like, for example, if I draw sapphire here, well, I guess that doesn't turn on the opal, really. Well, it turns on the opal, but I don't need it to. The sapphire is enough. I don't have any other zeros. All right, well, almost everything in my deck is live except for literally mountain and swamp. Good lord. Okay. I could cycle the miscalc. I just don't really think that does much for me. In miscalc against through the breach or sneak attack sounds pretty good. Okay. Play the one ring. Yeah, I'm gonna get me out leaked. I just knew it. I just really didn't want to get hit by breach or sneak. Or I guess sneak could have just done it still, but breach this turn. And I feel like if I can maybe get opal, Zern Orb, one ring, I could have had a miscalc up. I guess I probably just need to cycle it at this point. And I drew Spellseeker, which was another potential piece of action. I'll just draw for my turn. I don't think... Do I have another one of those lands in my deck? 3 swamps and I guess 5 mountains. Yeah, sure. Every other card in my deck is good, but that's okay. I mean, drawing like Jace or Thassa's Oracle isn't going to be good. Drawing blue cards isn't going to be ideal either. Discarded Goryo's Vengeance and Mox Jet. All right. Land. Manifold Key. Zern Orb. Mox Opal. And what's kind of nice here is I can actually Spellseeker and still have miscalc up thanks to Manifold Key. And I think here I'm just going to pull a Consult the Star Charts. Pass the turn. And I could cast it with Kicker right now if I want to, or sorry, without Kicker right now if I want to, or I can wait and try to cast it with Kicker. Is this sneak? Oh, Pyroglyph. Okay. That doesn't bother me too much. Sure, Spellseeker down. And I think I'll wait because, oh, there we go. Huh. I'm going to go Deluge, X equals 6. Kill that Pyroglyph, pass the turn. And now I can play Star Charts with Kicker, or I can play Miscalc, or I can play Star Charts without Kicker, plus Miscalc. I mean, I can do a variety of combinations of things. And what I want to do here, if I can, Prison for 2, sure. I think I just run the Star Chart here. Untap Opal. Play this with Kicker. He's already used the Mana Leak, so maybe he throws out a Through the Breach here in response for a Trox or a Gristlebrand, and that doesn't really bother me too much, because if I find Oracle, 5 lands, this has been some really weird draws. I guess I'll take the island here. I don't really want Burst Lightning. Okay. And I don't understand how... Where are all my cards? Keep Dak on top, sure. See if this resolves. He could have Subtlety. I did not. I'm going to steal the Prism. He's going to get to use it. I know that. But this stops a Gristlebrand from being hard cast. And it makes my Miscalc a lot better. Feels like I can buy myself another turn with that. If he kills the Dak now, so be it. I mean, I have, what, 9 lands here and 4 lands on the bottom. So I only really have three lands and a sapphire left. So let's see if this gambit worked out. Vivi, okay. That one's fine. This has been a really weird game. I'll say that. All right, Talisman. Well, let's draw two. Vault or Oracle do the trick, I would imagine. All right. It's Chain Lightning the Vivi. Because if RD bounces the Chain Lightning back, it kills the DAC. I just go Oracle Consult with Miscalc up. All right, it doesn't do that. So let's just go. I'm just going to go for it here. I mean, I have Miscalc up. My teammate has Force of Negation, so I feel like this is reasonably safe. If you pitch cast Subtlety, then that's fine with two. All right, go for Demonic Consultation. I was kind of saved by RD's mediocre draws, because if he had like a better draw, then this would not have worked out. I did so little for the first million turns. I did sit on this miscalc for a really long time, which I think is going to end up working out pretty nicely. All right. Whew, got game one. Well, I'm not claiming I necessarily played right, but stealing the prism to keep miscalc on seemed pretty good to me. Do I want this Skydiver? The Burst Lightning kills Inti, but that's it. Skydiver can steal a Mox. I feel like that's going to be a little bit better. Oh, it kills Magda too. No, maybe I do need this. I think the Deluge is good. Pinnacle Emissary, Revoker. Revoker does name Sneak. Maybe I just don't play the Skydiver. It steals a Mox Jet. That's why I would play it. All right. I'm ready to roll here. Could take Zernorb out, I guess, but I don't know. I kind of like Zernorb. I feel like it's reasonable. Okay, I'm going to run this. I'm going to have to use the star to cast Preordain unless I draw a blue source on turn 1 or 2. I hope I don't see a Gristlebrand or a Troxa hit the graveyard here. Soul Guide Lantern would be nice. I mean, Soul Guide getting eating an Abrade and drawing a card was a pretty good exchange for me, I would say. Later in the game, he discarded Agorio's Vengeance that maybe would have been able to make use of if I guess the Soul Guide got knocked out early enough that wasn't that big of a deal. All right, well, discard the Goryo's Vengeance. That's fair. Probe, sure. My hand isn't spectacular. Star, pass the turn. And I've got a Burst Lightning, so Inti or Magda are no longer so threatening. This looks like a Pentad Prism. Indeed. All right, draw. All right, well, the One Ring means I already have a good play on 4, so I don't even really need to consider saving the star. Mountain and Swamp are going to be the death of me. Like, what is going on here? All right, Deluge, no. I've got a bottom Opal as well, unfortunately. All right, Spellseeker wasn't an ideal draw. I don't actually love this matchup. I do think my combos are like a little faster, but I don't have that much disruption, and RD's got a couple pretty good combos. The Vengeance, Sneak, Breach stuff's all pretty strong. Like, I'm going to get snuck here, I think. Oh, Pyro Guy for 4? Yeah, I can live with that. Island, yeah, it would be kind of nice, because I'll just play Spellseeker here. I kind of want to just... No, I shouldn't take Consult. Well, I meant I shouldn't take Demonic Consultation. I should take Consult the Star Charts, I think. Seems like that one's reasonable. I will block the Pyroglyph. I don't think I'd pay 4 life to keep a Spellseeker in play. It's cooking here. Uro 2. And Proven Ground. All right, well. Jump. Take my turn. Look who's back. One Ring. Draw a card. All right. Well, pass the turn, and next turn, Urza, if I draw an island or a cheap artifact for Opal. Okay. I guess I'll accept. No plays, huh? I'll draw 2 here. Dak Fading and Toxic Deluge. Huh. This isn't a very good set, especially since I'm worried about like a mana drain. Let's go. Just play Dak. I don't care if this gets countered or killed very much. Draw 2, discard 2. All right. And then play Ketria Triumph. I feel like I've still drawn really poorly so far here, even off this one ring. If RD has the Through the Breach, I'm dead. Okay, I didn't play anything in a turn. I assume Dak is going to get eaten here, but it's possible I take a hit. I'm worried about mana drain and mana leak. But one more turn, and then next turn Mox Opal has a pretty good chance of being on. So we'll have to see, I guess. At least we'll have mana to play some of the stuff. And if he attacks Dak, that's also fine. I mean, nope, nugging me down to 10. Okay. Then I'm going to go to 8 off the one ring, so going for lethal next turn. So I probably have to try to beat a counter here. Okay, let's draw. Well, there's Thassa's Oracle. Let's play Manifold Key. I don't think I want to try to steal the Pentad Prism. It doesn't seem like that does too much for me. Mountain and Swamp can probably get discarded. All right, Mox. Land. Mox. Let's see. I could untap the ring and draw a bunch more cards. I don't think that does amazing. Let's see. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Deluge doesn't do anything. Burst Lightning, Chain Lightning don't actually do anything. I could play Urza, and if it gets countered, play Oracle as like a chump blocker. Could also play Jace. Bounce the Pyrogoyf. That doesn't seem incredible to me. I think, do I untap this and draw 4 cards? I think so. And basically what I'm looking for is like some combo of combo stuff. Let's, in that case, let's go Urza and then Revoker, I think. Though I guess I can actually just go Revoker first. Name Pentad Prism, I suppose. And then here, I think I play Oracle. And see if RD counters it. If he has Subtlety, then I can Chain Lightning the Subtlety. And if he has Subtlety, he's got to use it here because otherwise the Consult kills him. So I kind of like doing this. He's got mana leak. Okay. Let's just pass the turn then and hope the Revoker lives. I've got Miscalc up. Yeah. This has just been a weird game. I feel like my deck has been drawing pretty badly against RD this whole match, but I did win game 1. I don't think I'm going to win this game, though. Looks like Through the Breach into lethal here. Oh, Chaos Defiler. No, that still does it, because it kills the... Alright, on to game 3. Yeah, I just wasn't beating a counter there. Weird. Zernorb actually would have been really good. I don't know, just a weird game where we both did nothing for so long, and I just basically needed to find more cheap stuff. The Pinnacle Emissary, I think, could be okay. It's kind of nice that it protects me a little bit against Through the Breach, because the 1/1 tokens can block Gristlebrand and Atraxa. Don't K Command, Skydiver. No, I think I'm good here. I'm on the play. Let's get a hand. I don't want to ask for a hand with less mountains and swamps, because now I'm going to have Consult Oracle and no mana to cast it. All right. This hand looks solid. Not the ideal place for Zernorb, but Zernorb's pretty good with the One Ring. it's decent with Deluge. Just I don't know, way to cast these life-paying spells and not die. Okay, RD mold to 6. Okay, well, guess I'll keep Jace Talisman. That's kind of a perfect 2, right? And now I can go turn 2 Talisman, and then even if he abrades it, I'm still okay. Okay. Or mana leaks it, I suppose. Pass the turn. I don't see a real big reason to play Zern Orb right now. Maybe he goes VV and then I go counter. Oh. So did he have mana leak and he didn't counter the Talisman? I'm gonna Spell Seeker here. Yeah. Oh. Maybe that's what he had. Ay. Okay. That's kind of disastrous that I didn't play Jace into it, but felt like Spellseeker could flush out a counter. Well, now I kind of have to play it. Oh man, I hate it into Mana Drain and Mana Leak, but all right. Let's draw 3. Am I gonna get Pyroglyphed or something? Put back these 2 lands. Oh, I didn't leave Burst up. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, I could consult if I wanted to. I know that my top 2 aren't going to miss, so that's something. I don't think I need to fire off a consult. The problem is there's nothing I'd even really consult for here. Okay, no sneak, please. Oh my god, I'm getting sneaked or breached or Pyroglyphed or Chaos Defilered. It's not good. Oh, Kefka. Okay, that's fine. I'll discard Burst Lightning. He discards Uro. He draws 2 cards, but I can Deluge that thing, and then I still have Jace going. All right, so let's go Brainstorm. I'm somehow still with Jace, actually, like kind of flooding out, but all right. Talisman. Nope, I don't want to cast Consult. I want to cast Toxic Deluge. 5. And I'll play the Zern Orb just because it's got Through the Breach weirdness going on. I don't know. I guess the Demonic Consultation as my last card could, I suppose Goryo's Vengeance Kefka could get me there. Now I'm going to lose my Jace too. I'm deciding if I want to cast Consult here. My top 2 cards are both garbage. I didn't really stack these in the right order. I was kind of just playing through my turn. So is there something I'd want to discard here? I have to cast it, unfortunately. And I think I'm gonna name Chain Lightning because I don't want to draw that card. I think I lose now. 1 ring. I mean, Oracle's gone. All right. The problem is I wasn't going to win if my top 2 cards are Jace. Yeah, I messed that up. I mean, what was my top 3 cards? So let's say I have Consult on top. I draw Consult. I'm drawing Island, Key. Doesn't look great. I probably still lose that, given that's the order, but I just chased a bunch of times. My deck really kind of just completely shit the bed this whole match. I don't think a single one of these games did it look impressive. Let's go for the 2-1, I guess. On to round 3. All right, time for round 3. Oh, that was a beating of a round. Though I did realize something, so let's hope people wait like at least 30 seconds before commenting. I should have not named Chain Lightning. I should have named Island, because that was, I think, the card I had the most of. So if I had named Island instead, these 6 go, and then I hit this Island, and I still think I lose. Had I left Consult on top, that would have been better, of course, but I still think I wasn't winning, and I hope my deck can redeem itself here. I'm on the play here, battling against Blue-Black Discard, so let's be careful with Jace's here. And we've got a Lutri Companion, so I'll take a sec here to say okay, and yeah, I mean, I guess I'll run it. If I draw blue, I can go Spellseeker for Consult, and I have Thassa's Oracle, though I don't actually have the second blue yet. But if I draw a cheap artifact, I can warp Pinnacle Emissary, get a little token. Okay, turn 1 Deep Cavern Bat. I mean, Deluge is good in this matchup. I just also don't like mulliganing against someone who has 3 hand disruption spells or 4 hand disruption spells. Sure, take Deluge or Consult the star charts, I guess. So what am I hoping to draw here? I mean, Sapphire would probably be my best draw. Though Mox Opal wouldn't be crazy bad, because I would go like Mountain, Warp, play Opal, and then I could cast Consult the star charts here if I wanted to. Okay, Deluge down. Draw. Oh, Island is nice. All right. Let's pass the turn. Do I want to consult the star charts? I guess we'll see. Concealing Curtains. Okay. I think I'm just going to wait a turn on that. That doesn't help much. Let's just cast Pinnacle Emissary. Or, actually, I could Spellseeker. I think I'm just going to Spellseeker here. Casting Pinnacle Emissary with no other artifacts doesn't seem super useful. And I think I'm just going to pick up a Preordain. And then you can flip Concealing Curtains, take my Thassa's Oracle, I guess. And I'll just cast some Preordains and whatnot. All right. I don't have a way to get back Thassa's Oracle out of my graveyard. It's kind of unfortunate. So if it gets taken, it gets taken. But I did draw Blood Crypt there. All right. Island's not bad. Cheap artifacts aren't bad. I've got a Chain Lightning for maybe the next creature. Now that I've drawn Ketria Triome, I think I'll just do this and hit for 1. I'm not going to try to double block. I feel like if I had drawn an untapped land, I could have consulted the star charts, but this seems like a pretty reasonable one. Oh, am I going to get ninja'd? No, I didn't get ninja'd. They do have Fallen Shinobi to be aware of. Oh, what is this? Lorien Revealed. Okay. Ooh, Zern Orb is actually not terrible. Let's play this. I think untapped. Cast Consult with Kicker here. Pretty medium, but I'll take Time Vault and Burst Lightning. And then I'll play Zern Orb and hit for 4. Pass the turn. So now Key can win the game. I've also got a couple bolts and some creatures. Pinnacle Emissary does actually kind of add up. Oh, well, taking Burst Lightning worked out nicely. Let's let the attacks happen. Burst Lightning Ragavan here. Go to 9. Zern Orb, making that a little safer. And I still know I've got Chain Lightning in hand. Am I getting duressed again? My Time Vault's going? Oh. All right, that's fair. That would have happened even if I hadn't Burst Lightning, because end of turn you can still Fatal Push after Ragavan dashes back. Well, oh, and put Lurtree in hand. Okay. Any keys? Any keys? No, but Urza here. Do I want Miscalc? I don't think so. I'll put Urza on top. Island. Play Urza. Play Time Vault, tapping these two. Send. All right. Pass the turn. I mean, Debate Bro, funny name, has a lot of cards in hand thanks to that Lorien Revealed. So, you know, this game is still very much going on, but at least, you know, we're doing some good stuff. If Urza doesn't die, spinning Urza is obviously nice. If Urza does die, then I'm kind of in the Voltaic Key waiting room, or sorry, Manifold Key is the one I have. The One Ring will also be a pretty nice draw here, I will admit. I mean, what do I want here? Well, let's just see what happens. If they're gonna battle, that's fine. No attacks. Oh, just passing the turn. Okay, this is my favorite trick. All right, untap Time Vault. Go ahead. If you're not going to spend your mana or cast any cards, I'll just untap my Time Vault. If you haven't run into that, then it's really savage. Because now it's like, well, I can just tap it to take an extra turn, so blowing it up or anything doesn't do anything. If you want to leave up counter spells, you're not going to do anything with your turn. I'll just take a free turn. I mean, they did get to draw a card on their turn again, play another land, but it does kind of put you in a position where you're not getting good value out of your cards. Galvanic Discharge, and then Lutriot. Okay. So must have drawn Galvanic Discharge this turn? All right, that's unfortunate. Now I'm hoping... Now I kind of wish I left Miscalc up there. No, I guess Miscalc wouldn't do that much. Oh, the attack here I also don't mind that much. I have a Zernorb out and I have an extra turn. Let's see, what is this? Oh, Necromancy the Urza. Okay. So they just passed with no plays and then did all that? I guess Revoker is actually not a bad play. Name Urza. Artificer. And then I think Chain Lightning the Lutri. And I can send with these two. If you just take it, all right, and then I'll take an extra turn. All right, this would be a good turn to draw something. Boom. Chromatic Star. Okay. I guess I should not crack it first because I want to attack like this and force the chump first. Chump with Urza. All right. And post-combat, I'll add a blue here. Any keys? Oh, Soul Guide Lantern. Let's just take Lorien Revealed. I don't know. I'm going to draw a card off this is what I'm going to do. Any keys? I drew all my 1-mana artifacts. They just weren't keys. All right. Pass the turn. They're down to 3 cards. This has been a real back and forth game. One Ring still a very good draw. The Pinnacle Emissary actually was kind of nice. It made a token. If it had made a second token, if I had drawn one of these artifacts earlier, I probably would have won the game already because a second token would have done a lot of extra damage. Also, with Zernorb out, my life total's fine, so Debate Bro kind of has to do something. I've got a 5/5 attacking. I guess I did put myself in a position where a double block can take down the construct, but I think cracking these to draw a card was still good. Mystic Confluence, bounce, bounce, draw. Wow, bouncing the 1/1 token. I like it. That's interesting. Into Flametongue Kavu on Revoker. Sure. All right, so now I just need to draw key pretty soon here. I don't need to chump right this turn, but all right. They had a lot of answers. All right, keys. Any keys? Pass the turn. I can chump Flametongue, sack 3 lands. I'll still be able to draw a key here. And 1 ring still could be good as well. Block. Sack. 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 All right. Go to 2. More? What you got? From the Catacombs, the Urza. That doesn't matter that much because I was dead next turn if I didn't draw something. I guess it makes the 1 ring like a slightly worse draw. Sure. All right. Any keys? Why did I look? All right. I don't think I want the Skydiver. Underworld Breach wouldn't actually be a crazy thing to play because I don't really want Revoker. Against a lot of discard, I think Breach is actually totally fine. K-Command is also kind of interesting. Burst Lightning and Chain Lightning both seem good. Soul Guy doesn't seem that great, but I guess it's probably fine. I might be able to just cut Zernorb at that point. The Zernorb is actually nice with Breach as well. I don't want Coveted Jewel for sure. The question is, do I want Memory Jar or anything? No. Do I want this K command? Yeah, I will take out the Zernorb for K command. All right, I'll make my deck a little bit slower, but a little better at grinding. All right, time for game 2. I'd like to play first. Like, what was up with that Time Vault turn? They passed all their mana up. Maybe they had Mystic Confluence, and then I just Time Vaulted them, and so then they just killed all my stuff. All right, I'm going to keep this. And I get to play turn 1 Burst, or sorry, turn 1 Manifold Key so that dresses aren't that bad. One thing that's nice against blue-black is the artifacts are fairly safe in play. I haven't seen a lot of removal from them. And then turn 2, I get to play Talisman here. Okay. Obviously, if I just draw lands from here, which I kind of get the chilling feeling I'm going to. Look, some decks just, they decide to take the day off. This one really feels like it has, like, I mean, not that last game. The last game was, obviously the key on top was brutal. All right. I'll take 1, so you take 1. That's fine. Or so you take 2. That's fine. Okay. Jace, 1 ring. But yeah, I've had a lot of draws like this. Like, yeah, sure. I mean, I guess just draw lands is fine. Okay. Lelia means I don't have a lot of time here. Exile Tursa, I go to 16. So if I let Tursa happen, I take 7 down to 9, and then I Deluge. I think I'll take the risk here, because if I just Deluge... Oh, wait, Tursa got exiled. I thought that was the top card. I was going to say, if I just Deluged, I would just... Oh, they played a land first? Are they going to Ninja me or something? All right, now I'll go to 12, and then they can play Blood Tithe. All right. Draw. Land. Deluge for 4. All right. Okay, well, let's pass the turn. Now I'm a consult away from winning. Obviously, drawing the Oracle's a little awkward, but that's why I have a K command and Underworld Breach, though I do not want to draw Underworld Breach right now. Tell you that much. Reanimate, okay. And exile a Pearl, sure. Go to 5. Play the Pearl. And Iteration, okay. Oh, it's going to pump the Lelia even more. Yeah, firing off the Deluge a turn prior would have saved me some life here. See if I can find something to do. Basically, I feel like this deck, despite having a decent amount of cantrips and whatnot, has just been doing a really terrible job of assembling anything. I could Oracle first. I'm just going to do this and just hope to draw Consult. Now I just have to play this. Like, I mean, look at this game, right? Is Consult going to be my top card now? Do I want to put Urza on top? Should I chump here, play Urza? Play Urza. Yeah, I guess I can spin too, because I can play my land. All right, pass the turn. I'm probably just dead, is my guess. This deck did not seem to want to win. Yeah. All right. So it goes. That unfortunately I believe is going to lose us the draft too. At least we're down. But I mean, I think this deck's good. I would take it again. Like I would say this is better than the average deck. It had Vault Key with a Sapphire, and had Consult Oracle, and it even had like actual good like preordained Consult the Star Chart, Stack Faden, Spellseeker, Jace, Urza, One Ring, and I just feel like I could not even get it to a game where I was even doing anything. So that'll happen sometimes, and unfortunately that'll do it for this one. So thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry these games are such a beating. I feel it too, but you know what? It makes the good drafts even more fun, and tomorrow we'll have a good one. I guarantee it. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.